who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed, and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm gonna share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? Two questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is, how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing but not the least is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we
Right. Pleasant good night to each and every one of you. My name is Nicholas Bagwandin. You know how these things go. Uh, we have real technical issues here, but that is not going to stop us. You all know we're going to keep sharing. We're going to keep putting that outside there. All right. So we're
Take
going
care.
right into it here tonight. We share this opportunity 5 days for the week, twice a day. All right, Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. So a little technical issue wouldn't stop us. All right. So why we share this every single day of the week, twice a day, as I usually say, because we see the value and we see the value that it is adding onto our lives, not just financially, is transforming us mentally. It is helping us to be aligned with certain persons that are like-minded, that want to be successful, that want better for themselves, like Mr. Kesh James, like Mr. Salih Mohammed, and all the wonderful leaders within this organization as well. All right, so we see the value in this and we decide to share this because we understand that people need this information as well. Everybody needs to hear this opportunity. Yeah, so let's get into it here. We want to remind you of some things to keep in mind, which is no referrals needed. That's one. Two, no monthly subscriptions. Three, no mandatory meetings. While it is we have these meetings every single day of the week, this is basically for the new persons. And if it is we have new persons here, what it is I want to say, a special welcome to you. Whether you're watching on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube, a special welcome to you. Yeah. And lastly, just let the pros trade for you. Let the pros trade for you. That's my favorite part because it means that I don't have to do anything. Is it that easy? Well, stay tuned. Yeah. With that being said, guys, welcome to CFX, where success in the global forex market is just a few clicks away. Is it really that simple? Is it really that easy? Something too good to be true? Well, as I said, stay tuned. Let's get into it. So Cashfx is involved in two trending industries. One, it's the online learning. Online learning. Every single person right now who is into the schooling system would need to have some sort of classes online. They can't have any classes physically in a physical structure, in a physical building, in a physical classroom. Everything is done virtually. And thank God that we have online, we have the technology so that you can be home, you can be driving home, you can be in comfort, maybe in your own bed, and just listening to this information right here. So that's the benefits of being online. So the company is also offering the academy or education using this online platform. And two, of course, is the Forex market. So when we compare the different markets together, we can see that the forex market is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. $5.3 trillion trading per day. That is super amazing. All right, how can you benefit from that? Yeah, if it is, you can just get a little slice. Well, stay tuned, guys, stay tuned. So, what about this Cash Forex group gets me so pumped, gets us so excited? You're gonna see this CFX, this Cash FX thing all over the media. People talking about this. Well, for me personally, what I can say is maybe in a preacher, this company holding some core values. I identify values being able to maintain a standard and setting a strong foundation. And for the older persons, you all might know what it is I'm talking about. We don't have values nowadays like we used to back then. I wouldn't know, but being brought up like that. So we have values, and this company holds some values here, which is transparency, honesty, and respect. In the transparency aspect of things, we have an update called every end of the month. Every end of the month, with the marketing director, with the CEO of the company, and we get updates. We get solutions to problems, we get everything right there. They don't have to do that, they can just send an email, but that just goes to show the transparency. Yeah. So that's concerning the core values there. To all of its members, I could confirm every bit of information that I'm sharing here. If I couldn't confirm it, I wouldn't have been sharing it. Simple as that. Yeah. Also, their purpose is to provide the average person to get the success in the financial market, in the forex market, through an automated trading system. Keyword here, automated, which means you don't have to do anything. As one person put it, you don't have to be smart to start, you just have to be smart enough to start. All right. The next thing is that they position themselves to provide the academy to suit your needs wherever you are in terms of your knowledge of the forex market. So whether you're a beginner or an advanced trader, they have the education to suit your needs. You can tap into the education, you can not tap into it, the choice is yours. So who would have this foundation, all of these things in place? Let's get into the people behind the business now. So there's a team of professionals and experts in different aspects of the business, in project management, financial market, network marketing, even in the educational arena. So some people might ask the question, all of these things necessary? And yes, I would continue to say every single time. Definitely. Why is that? You see, you want to have the best, you want to be effective, and you want to be consistent. When you get into business, you want to know that whoever it is you're getting into business with, if it's a company, if it's a person, that they are able to provide the best, they are able to be effective, and they are able to be consistent, not just do that for a particular time. And so 2 years within the business, that the business is in existence, and me being involved 16 months now, I can see the consistency, and you will see it here too tonight, even if it's your first time. All right. So who would have put this team together? We have the founders here for you. The founders are Mr. Pascal Lopez. He is the CEO. He is a successful entrepreneur, network marketer, family man. He's really positive, encouraging, has a passion for helping people. Really humble guy. If you hear him speak, he is not about any negativity. You don't want to be around that, and he would give you a little encouragement. That's the type of persons you want to get into business with. A person who has a passion for helping persons. Not just that, but we have the other founder who is Mr. Edwin Abad. He's the VP Trading of Operations. This guy basically handles and manages the team of traders. So they have the skills, they have the experience. Mr. Huasca Lopez is passionate about helping persons. Mr. Edwin Abad is passionate about forex trading. What a lovely combination we have, Cashfx. How is that important? Well, you're going to hear, right? As for the physical location of the business, it is based in Panama City, Panama. That's where the headquarters are in. And now, this month, on the 25th, we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. Next year, Lord willing, from January, it was mentioned to us on the update calls that we would actually be having scheduled visits for those who want to go into the office. It have that physical structure there in Panama City, Panama, and they are now scheduling visits. Imagine that. That was really good to know. So we have that evidence there. If it is, you could put it like that. Yeah. As for how it is to get started, you must purchase a contract. So there are 15 contracts in total. And when you purchase any one of these contracts, you have access to any one of the levels of education. So there are 3 levels of education, from the 300 contract all the way to the 3000 contract. You'll have access to the elemental series of education. And then you could start with any one of these contracts. And from the 5000 all the way to the 20,000 contract, you'll have access to the advanced series of education. Again, you can start with any one of these contracts. And from the 30,000 all the way to the 100,000, or what we like to call the gold standard, you will have access to the supreme series of education. You could start with any one of these contracts as well. So you don't have to start with the lowest. Wherever you're comfortable at, wherever you want to jump in at, you can start there. Okay. So at this point, you would be considered a graduate. Once you would have went through the information, you'll have all the information that you need to jump into the forex market on your own and to provide yourself with an additional stream of income. So the company is not just providing fish. They are going to teach you how to fish if it is you're interested. All right. So that's just a term in the forex market if it is you're familiar with that. So how do you earn in Cashfx? We earn in two main ways. And the first way, every single member of Cashfx globally, which is over 300,000 members, earns bear capital. What is this bear capital? Bear capital is simply you purchase any one of the contracts mentioned before, and what happens is they start to trade for you after 3 business days. They promise 0 to 3% daily, up to 15% for the week. So the forex market is open Monday to Friday or Sunday evening to Friday evening, and they trade those days. And then on a Saturday, you get your money. It's emptied into your balance. That's why we say Saturday is speedy like clockwork. So this would accumulate week after week until it reaches 2 times your contract size. The other way in which it is you could earn, if it is your thing that based on your goals, based on your dreams, you want to be able to earn more, you want to be able to get more, to achieve more, to help more people, well, you can tap into bull capital. So what is bull capital? You sharing the business with other persons would give you commissions. That's just it. What I love about this is that we don't just get paid for bringing in persons or for referring persons, but we get paid for helping persons earn as well. That's how I like to look at it. Because as a matter of fact, we help a lot of people to earn hands-free income during this pandemic. That's amazing. All right. And what I love is that it is optional. Companies not forcing anyone to get involved in anything that they don't want to. Yeah. So on this side as well, you can earn up to 2 times your contract size. So there are also different rank levels where it is you can climb the leadership board and make the most out of the business. Yeah. So let me show you a breakdown of what happens when you purchase a contract. So we have here, for example, a $1,000 contract. We have the bear capital, and we have 70% of your contract going towards your trading account or your trading pool. So this money goes into a broker account because Cashfx is not licensed to trade. Listen to me closely. If it is you're using Mr. Google, you want to know that not everything on Google is real, not everything on Google is fake. So while it is you're Googling, just Google EverFX because EverFX is the broker that Cashfx is partnered with. So EverFX is licensed, is a licensed broker. They are well regulated by all the necessary regulatory bodies, and this simply means that they are licensed to hold your money, our money, which means that this money, this 70% of your contract, of whichever contract you get started with, that money is insured. That's good to know information right there. Yeah. So week after week, traders trade, you get money until it reaches 200% of your contract, which is $2,000 on a $1,000 contract. Well, what happens to the next 30%? So the next 30% goes towards bull capital. It is actually paying for your education, but 100% of your money goes towards the network, goes towards commissions. It doesn't go towards the company. So if you decide to share this business and tap into the bull capital, what is going to happen? You get somebody to sign up with a $1,000 contract, you will earn 50% out of the education money, which is $150 in this scenario here, using this contract size. And the next half of that goes towards a uni-level bonus, which I will get into shortly as well. So once this person continues to renew their contract or upgrade their contract, then what is going to happen is that you will continue to receive commissions. So this is not a one-time bonus. It's a one-time payment to sign up, but it's not a one-time bonus. Imagine that. All right. So you can continue to receive commissions on that side as well until you reach 200%. So check this out. One contract, you can earn minimum 200%. Potentially, and I'm saying potentially, it is based on if you decide to tap into it, potentially up to 400%. That's amazing. The average person wouldn't tell anybody, and that's okay. So let me just use that scenario so everybody can have an idea of what would happen next. So you hit $2,000, you hit your 200%. What next? Well, at this point in time, you have two options. So your two options is this. When you withdraw this money, you have a 20% withdrawal fee. So I will show you where this 20% is going so that you would have a clear idea. We would be transparent in displaying the information as well. So this 20% would come out. You would now remain with $1,600. $1,600. What are your options? You have two options. Option number one, you can take that money and cash out and leave the company. That is an option. You can leave the company with your money. $1,000, 60% profit. It is an option. It's good to know you're not tied with the company for life. Option number two is this. You can take $1,000, repurchase the same contract, and allow that contract to work for you again and pocket $600. That is an option as well. So those two, I always say that those two are more short-term. If it is that's what it is you're going for, those are short-term. You're looking for some short-term, I recommend that. Generally, I recommend long-term. All right, because everybody looking for security, everybody looking for independence, everybody looking for freedom. Yeah. So what it is I would recommend for long-term is you upgrading your contract. So the company gives us the option to upgrade our contract before you hit that 200%. If you hit the 200%, you lose the ability to upgrade. All right. So to upgrade, you just need to pay the difference from the contract that you're on to the contract that you want to upgrade to, plus the 20% withdrawal fee. That's it. So let me show you a visual so that you can see some figures, you can get a timeline, and I know people like to see estimates and all of that. So this here is a roadmap from the 300 as the lowest contract going all the way up to 100,000 contract. So people like to say in businesses like these or any one of those type of businesses that only the persons on top make any money. Well, I have persons started just last week within my organization, and they have already earned money. So, so this is just how it works here. So with this here, this is strictly passive. You're not telling anybody, and you're starting at the lowest contract. Yeah. So if you start at the 300 contract, again, the amount you would need to upgrade is 250. Why 250? $50 is the 20% withdrawal fee. 200 is the difference to move from the 300 to the 500. Easy maths. You don't have to pass maths to get that. All right. So I hope you're seeing it there. Let me do one more so that you can get it. From the 500 contract to the $1,000 contract, the amount you would need to upgrade is $625. Why $625? $125 is the 20%. $500 is the difference to move from the 500 to the 1,000. All right. So how this works here is that we would have done this simulation with an estimated weekly profit of 5%. Why flat 5%? Do we always get 5%? No, but we have never seen anything lower than 5% on a normal trading week. So keep that in mind, that these are just estimates and past profits doesn't guarantee future results. Okay, so from a 300 contract, you can upgrade all the way up to 100,000 contract. If you're doing this passively, you're not telling anybody about it, and you're not putting in any more money, you may have to renew along the way. But check this out. You can not put in any more money and upgrade all the way up to 100,000 contract, and it will take you about 6 years, 5 to 6 years. That's amazing. So imagine this. You tell somebody about it, you get commissions, you put it towards your upgrade, you do that in a shorter time. You put in money from your pocket to help you upgrade to the next contract faster, then it would shorten the time span. The other option is you start at a higher contract, you shorten the time span again. If your goal is the 100,000 contract, or if your goal is the 70,000 or the 30,000, it still applies. Yeah. So the 20% withdrawal fee that I spoke about, it actually goes into this force matrix 3x10. This 3x10 is just the structure for 3 on your first level, 3 wide. Every row increases by 3 down to 10 levels deep. Right? And the minute people see this structure, they start to pull back, they start to build up a wall and say, nah, I don't think this is for me. But check this out. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, which contract you want to get started with, whether you're interested in network marketing or not, you are going to land in somebody's matrix. Which means that this is going to benefit every single person in Cashfx sooner or later. How? Check this out. If you get started with the person who would have invited you onto this business and they continue building, even though you're not telling anybody, they are going to fall underneath you by default. Because how this matrix works and how it fills up automatically, left to right, from top to bottom. So if I have no persons in my organization and 4 persons are about to start, then 3 persons would go on my level 1 in the matrix, and the next person would go on my level 2. Even though those 4 persons are my personal referrals. That's just how it works. So when they withdraw money, the money flows up. So half of the money that they withdraw goes into this first matrix, 10% goes towards matching matrix, which is bulk capital, and 40% goes towards leadership rank bonus, which obviously is bulk capital as well. So this was basically designed to create a residual income for all of Cashfx members to ensure the longevity of the business. Self-sustaining, right? So that's where that 20% goes, just in case you were wondering. The other bonus that I mentioned was the uni-level bonus. So this uni-level bonus, how this simply works, this is bulk capital here, right? So when you get started with Cashfx, you are identified as an ace trader. As an ace trader, which simply means that you only have access to 4 levels deep. Now you can have 4 persons on your level 1, 400, 4,000 persons on your level 1s. It doesn't matter, but only access to 4 levels deep. So I like to use letters, alright, just to make it easier so that I wouldn't embarrass any person and their names, and I wouldn't embarrass myself. Alright, so let's just use letters. So let's just say I decide to talk to A about this opportunity, and A say, hey, this song's A+. Alright, so A decide to get started. A would be on my level 1. A say, this opportunity is too good, let me share this. A shares it with B, B gets started, B would be on my level 2. B shares it with C, C say, hey, I want to start, C on my level 3. C shares it with D, D would be on my level 4. Access to 4 levels deep. But D shares it with E, E gets started, E would be on my level 5. What does this mean? It means that I would not receive commissions from level 5 and beyond. In order for me or for you to receive commissions from level 5 and beyond, we would now need to rank up. What do I mean by that? You need to bring in a certain amount of business within a 30-day period. So you hit the rank of executive, you unlock down to level 5 and down to level 6. So you would see, based on the half of the education money that is going towards the uni level, based on the level that they fall, if it is you have the rank, you will get the percentage to suit. So on level 1 to 4, you receive 10%. So you hit executive, down to level 5 and 6, you get 20%. From manager, you unlock down to level 8, director down to level 9, president, club ambassador, and global ambassador, you would unlock all the levels. Receive commissions from every single person within your organization, and also additionally a global bonus. So there's bonuses upon bonuses right here in one platform. Yeah, so apart from all of this here, as I mentioned, at the end of the month, we usually have update calls with the CEO and marketing director. One of the things we get updates on is the rank advancements for each month. So for the month of August, we actually had 77 new executives, 13 new managers, and 1 new director. Just for you to have an idea of what that means, and I'll just mention the executive because I don't want to scare anybody right now. For an executive, for you to hit an executive, you need to bring in $50,000 in business within a 30-day period. $50,000 within a 30-day period. So 77 persons would have done that. That's mind-blowing. While people struggling in this pandemic, in this crisis. Well, I like to refer to the Chinese. What does the Chinese say? The Chinese say that crisis, while it means danger, it also means opportunity. Many persons right now are taking advantage of this opportunity called Cashfx Group, and they are crushing their goals. They are achieving their goals. And the hope is that as you hear the information, that you too will take advantage of this opportunity and allow this to work for you. Yeah. So apart from hitting those ranks, unlocking those uni levels, and gaining the commissions from the persons you have on those levels, you also receive a prize, a one-time prize, and you have options too. So for hitting the rank of executive, you can take an iPad or 75% of the cash value, which is $675. I must say, all the figures here on the screen are USD equivalent, right? So for the rank of manager, you can take a Rolex or 7,500. For the rank of director, you can take a travel pack for you and your significant other or $11,250. Stepping into a serious zone here. For the president club, you can get a Porsche or $75,000. For the rank of ambassador, you can get a Ferrari for $150,000. For the rank of global ambassador, which we have none just yet, you can get a Lamborghini for $375,000. Now, for all of these ranks here, we know of persons, our team leader, Mr. Salim Mohammed, would have hit executive. The person who would have brought him in, Mr. Sian Lazar, would have hit manager. The person who would have brought him in, Mr. Keyshawn Wayne, would have hit director. So we have persons locally who would have hit these ranks, at least at that point, that we can confirm that they would have received this prize. And it's paid in full. So it's not to say that you leave the company today or tomorrow and they take back their prize. It doesn't work like that. All right, it's paid in full if you take any physical prize. So for the president club and ambassador, for those Porsche and Ferraris, we saw persons over social media and whatnot receiving the prizes, branding those vehicles with Cashfx, because only Cashfx made it possible for them to achieve such a goal. So we've seen real people hitting the ranks and achieving real prizes. As we're stressing on real right now, I just want to show you some real results that this company has been consistently producing. So for the last 2 weeks, last week we would see 5.11%. Week before, 5.12%. That's consistency right there. I know it's just 2 weeks, but look at the contract, look at the returns. It's something that gets excited over, because one person might say, $10 for 300 contract, but get excited because this $10 a week, this $11, this $17, $35, $71, how much ever, whichever contract you decide to get started with, what is going to happen is that you are not working for this. Your money is not working for you. So get excited. Not just that, but let's look at the rest of the year that would have gone by. We have 2021 thus far right before your eyes. 176.59%. This is truly amazing. Remember, I spoke about the professionals and experts in a different aspect of the business, providing the best, doing the best, most effective, and consistent. Well, this is consistency right here. Over 20% every single month in the midst of this pandemic. So some people wondering if what would crash, and they're waiting to see it fall. And well, 2 years the business has been in existence. Is either you can continue looking or you can jump on board and earn and grow with us. All right. So for the year of 2020, we can see 329.54%. We can't make these stuff up, because whether you know me personally or any of the leaders, you will be seeing these percentages be posted out on Facebook throughout the year. Throughout the year. So you know that this is real, right? So I want to answer this question now. How to get started? Well, while I mentioned that the figures on the screen are USD equivalent, the payment method is in Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Well, here are some facts for you. All right, comparing the Bitcoin to the fiat is either TT, US, whichever physical currency that you use, right? So the Bitcoin was created by computers or miners. Fiat issued by the government. Bitcoin has a fixed amount, which means that it rises in values as more persons get involved. Fiat has inflation due to unlimited printing, which means that your money is worth less today than it did last year. Yeah, and that's crucial to know. Bitcoin has a public database, which means it is transparent. Fiat, it is not so transparent. Bitcoin, it is decentralized, not owned by any one entity. Fiat, it is centralized, by the government and the banks. Bitcoin has low fees for international wire transfers, and you are always in control of your funds. And for fiat, has high fees, and the government can freeze your account at any point in time. So that's just some facts for you to understand, comparing it to the fiat, what it is we are accustomed to. It is a digital currency. Easy put. All right. If it is you're having trouble to wrap your mind around it, you can do your research on it, but it would take a lot of time to really and truly understand it. Yeah. So if you're not able to acquire the Bitcoin on your own, that's not a problem. We have leaders and merchants in the organization who buy and sell Bitcoin. So you just get back to the person who would have invited you onto this call, let them know which contract you want to get started with. They will give you the TT equivalent. Let them know when you want to make the payment. They will give you the account information and give you the instructions to suit. Once you make the payment, the next thing you want to get is a referral link. Right? So don't Google Cashfx and try to sign up on your own. And if you reach a payment page, do not send any money, because you need a referral link to start with this company, because there is a referral program to it as well. Right? While that part is optional. If you see an app, please do not download it or attempt to send any payment through the app, because the app is fake as well. So just keep that in mind. You get a referral link from the person who told you about this opportunity. They walk you through the whole sign-up process, and we send the payment details for the leaders or the merchants, and they make the payment for you. If you buy your own Bitcoin, well, you have no worries. You make the payment on your own. After 3 business days, you start to earn. So now that I start to earn, how do I withdraw my money? How do I get back my money? Well, all monies are paid in Bitcoin. You can keep it as is. Bitcoin is always rising in value. Yes, it has its fluctuations and whatnot, but the experts say that it would continue to rise. It is on this bull run and so on. So you can keep it there, or if you want back your fiat, your TT, your US and whatnot, there are 2 ways that I would mention here tonight. The 2 ways is this. One, you can sell it back to the leaders. There's always a high demand for Bitcoin, so they will gladly purchase it from you. When it is you send it to them, you send your bank account details as well. They would wire the money to you. Simple, easy and fastest way. The second way is that if it is maybe on a higher contract, or you just want some privacy, we can put you onto some global exchange MasterCard. Once you join, you'll get the information. And with this card, you can handle all the ins and outs right from your phone. All right, this smartphone. So we have technology. You can send your money from your Bitcoin wallet onto the platform. You can convert that to US, send that onto your card, and use the card. You can buy anything online with the card. You can use it at any local store. You can go in the ATM and withdraw money as well. I'm only telling you this because I would have tested it and I see it work for myself, so that I can let you know that it works. Yes, so this is what Cashfx is about, letting you know that hands-free income helps you to do what matters the most. Don't get caught up in a cycle of work until you die, because you'll work until you die. All right, put something in place where this passive income can eventually supersede what it is you're working for, and even your monthly expenses, so that you can be financially independent, so that we can spend the time now with the people that we love and doing the things that we love as well. All right, so thank you for your time. For those of you on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, really appreciate it. Get back to the person who would have invited you onto this call. If you have any questions, get your questions answered, get your concerns clarified, and you all know what time it is. It is transformation time. Let's earn together and let's grow together. All right, so thank you once again, and you will enjoy the balance.